Alright guys, you're looking at the Gregory 70. This was a pack I believe was introduced last year, 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. Um, Stormed the backpacking community, really ended up on the top list of everybody's favorite packs new out that year. And you know what? There's reasons for it. This is a fantastic pack. It's called the Baltoro 70, I believe, if I remember correct. I just want to let you know the pack is a little bit heavy for ultralight pack, but everything you get and the comfort and the power and mobility of this thing, it's worth it. It's completely worth it. So where we were at 8 or 9 pounds at the Alice, and you were about a pound and a half, almost 2 pounds with that ultralight pack, the Gregory 70 Baltoro 70 comes in at 5 pounds 7 ounces, but you're going to get a blistering 4,300 cubic inch off this thing, and you're going to be able to compartmentalize things. This isn't one complete pouch. It is the top loading bag up there, which extends off with the draft tube, so you can load the living crap out of this. There are two fairly slim side pouches that when they're not loaded, you can see they suck in nicely to the body. There's obviously, you got two straps for hiking poles or axes. Now just to give you an idea on the stiffness of this frame, and this is an internal frame, I don't have anything in that lower pouch, in that sleeping bag compartment. There is a small little shelf you can remove in between. Otherwise, if you wanted a complete top loading pack, you could. But this allows you to pull out your shelter system, your sleeping bag, without disturbing anything else in the pack. And it is a great feature. It holds even my winter bag, which is sort of a stretch. You saw that military bag I got in that hole, but there was some foot involved getting that thing in there. And then I've had a full 4-season strapped to the bottom here. Now that center pouch, that V you see here, is an outside pouch. It fits climbing rope very well with some gloves, some extra gear. Is usually what I throw in there. Just some rappelling gear. It's nice on the outside. It doesn't get too wet. There is a side zipper that allows you to access inside the pouch, and we'll zoom in on that in a second here, and we'll see if we can show you what that looks like. And then I also want to show you the the suspension system on this thing, which is incredible. So I'll get a little bit closer and show you. Alright, so side zipper here. You can see I've got the black sleeping bag in here just to kind of bulk it up. So I've got access to the middle of the pack. I have access to the bottom of the pack, and I have access through the top here. Let's see, while we're zoomed in, let's take a look at the suspension here. It's on there what they call their response system. And just the overall thought process in there, these are ribbed here. This sternum belt slides up and down. I can't do it with one hand here, but you can see it's not on a separate system at all. It is extremely thick. It is the most comfortable pack I've ever put on in my life, and you can load the living crap out of this. And let me pull down here, take a look at the thickness of that. That is a thick hip belt. With the response system, what they've been able to do here with their suspension is, let me back up here a little bit, is they have been able to allow your body and your hips to move and swivel. You do a lot of mountaineering, you got a high step over boulders and rocks, and when you've got a heavy pack on and you've got a hip belt on there, it's going to resist moving. And when you lift up one leg, your whole pack is going to want to tilt. And it's just very uncomfortable. It's not safe when you're doing a lot of bouldering. Those boulder fields aren't fun, and can be a dangerous spot to get stuck in, especially slip and fall. So that's important. It's also going to carry the weight with little and no issue. So I'm going to leave that there. I think we've discussed the civilian versus military. You setting up packs for other people. We've talked about being comfortable with the loadout. The only other thing I wanted to mention is if you guys on your tactical rifle systems, if it breaks down at all, I can tell you right now, my rifle system breaks down and fits inside that bag. Now, it's not advantageous for pulling out and being in a firefight right away, but if I don't want to load out the rifle, it'll fit in that bag. And if I blend in, look like every other REI, Northwest guy out there, I'm probably going to get skipped over if I get stopped. So that's sort of where I'm going at, and I'm not going to go into any more of that. And repair items. There are some really good little repair kits. There are some called Nuts and Bolts, I believe, by Venture Medical Kits. They actually do, it's all the little clips and zippers and stuff that tend to break. I had a buckle break on that UL 45, and I had some zip ties with me, so that was able to get me through the hike. If you've got specific brand specific items for clips and stuff, make sure you've got backups for them. Make sure you can repair that kind of stuff. And we're going to leave it there because I think I'm about out of memory card.